All right, I posted a video late last night, a little after midnight, and boom, here we go. The 18 volt, 1800 watt power station kit. Pretty much the same specs as the 40 volt power station. You get 4 batteries per side, so 8 total. Pure sine wave, 9 outlets, not just 110 or 120s, but you got plenty of USBs, plenty of USB-Cs. So we're gonna go through it here. This kit comes with 4 6 amp hour batteries. You get a charger, but maybe this is just an accessory, because I would not think you'd be plugging this in and charging it with this. But I don't know. Let's see. You get the swap batteries without losing power output. 8 capacities up to 18. 8 18-volt batteries. Excuse me. Compatible with all the 18-volt batteries, of course. Safe for sensitive electronics. Pure sine wave technology. You can charge 18-volt batteries with charging adapter. So maybe you can charge it with that. Hopefully it says 60 watts. Maybe that little power brick 60 watts. Who knows? 1296 watt hours max to power devices and small appliances. So maybe if you got 8 9 amp hour batteries, maybe that's where you get the 1296 from. Get the external LED light. The LCD screen displays battery level and load level. Bluetooth capable. Monitor up to 2 inverters at the same time using Gen Control app. So again, pretty much identical to the 40 volt version. This is just if you imagine the top 18 volt battery and the bottom 18 volt battery being sort of one 40 volt battery, that's pretty much what they're going for here. Plug it in, plug the stuff in here. This guy's charging his MacBook, one of the newer ones with the USB-C. So you could use this AC adapter and charge your MacBook, but a better, more efficient use would be just to use the 60 watt USB-C output, which should be adequate for charging up a MacBook. I think mine is like a 60 watt. It's a 60 watt power adapter anyway, so that should work for charging that MacBook. And it's more efficient. You don't lose as much energy converting. If you're going DC to DC versus, DC to AC back to DC, which makes more sense sometimes to do it that way. This is displaying the Gen Control app. Monitors battery levels and load. This is a nice little feature I thought they put in right here. Shows you what you can run and for how long based on what batteries you have. They're really pushing the 6 amp hour batteries. Don't know how much longer they're going to be selling the 9 amp hour batteries, or if they're going to do a revamp, and do the reskin like some of the other batteries, like they've done with the 1.5s all the way up to the 6s. But, if you've got 8 of the 6 amp hour batteries, you can run a refrigerator for 2 to 6 plus hours, which that's a pretty wide range. But, with these refrigerators and freezers, the good thing about them is that they cycle. They're on and off. So you don't have to worry about, they're not running continuously. So if you're home in the event of a power outage, or maybe it happened recently and you come home and the power's out, hopefully you called it in time and you can get the fridge plugged up. It'll run until it gets to a satisfied temperature. It shuts off for a while and then it'll come back on. And so it kind of, will come on and off instead of just running continuously. But the TV, for instance, the 3 to 8 hour runtime is pretty wide range. But anyway, you see some of the stuff here. Now, I don't know how many batteries you have to use at the same time with this, but I can't imagine using a 2 amp hour battery to do anything that would last any amount of time. It would just zap it quick. But here's where you get the right here, the 8 9 amp hour batteries is where you get the 1296 from. So that's pretty substantial juice that you have at your disposal that can definitely run a lot more, devices for a longer period of time. So you can run, yeah. I mean, I guess you could use a bunch of 2 amp hour batteries on there, but I don't know why they would even suggest they would even put one on here. Maybe they're just showing you how many watt hours there are per battery. And in one 4 amp hour battery, just 72 watt hours. It shows the top down configuration. And here's the side configuration. There's the 60 watt type C. I think on the other side, on the left side over here, is where you have some of the other USB outputs. You can run this in parallel. Interesting. Now, I'm curious. Don't see any information about the whether it does the solar charging or not. But I imagine if you had, like a 100-watt solar panel, or you could plug it in down here and charge it. You just go to USB-C to USB-C maybe from your solar panel. That might work. I don't really know. I don't see why it wouldn't though. And I'm assuming that you can charge this with an AC plug normally. You can charge all the batteries at one time. Don't know if this is a UPS, which is the uninterruptible power, where if you have this plugged in to an outlet, and then you have something plugged into one of these 110 outlets, if the outlet that the power station is plugged into loses power, then this would automatically take over and power the device that it was plugged into, or the device that was plugged into it. I don't know if that's what this has or not. But anyway, posted the video last night. This just came out today. And just thought I'd post that. And, for those of you who are curious. But definitely think this is probably a better step in the direction than the Milwaukee 18-volt powered station that they have. Definitely a potential for a lot more juice with this. And I think probably a little bit more practicality. And I think with the 4 6 amp hour batteries, you're looking at about $1,000 for the kit. And I think 2 only, you're looking at about it's either $700 or $800 just for the power station on its own. Again, that's just release pricing. That's not including any sales. And who knows, maybe this comes down a little bit over time. But anyway, there you go.